We have some special guests here about National Night Out. Let's go around the table and introduce yourselves.
Good morning, I'm Beth Purcell. I'm the media liaison for the Jacksonville Department of Public Safety, and I'm super excited to be here in your studio.
It's good to have you. This is the maiden voyage of the new studio.
I'm happy we get to be the first to try it out.
Who do we have back at the end?
And I am Corporal Vanessa Smith with the Jacksonville Police Department, and I'm assigned to the Traffic Division.
Good to have you. And
Lieutenant Teresa White with the Patrol Division.
tell us, how many, is it a year in the making to do this every year?
Pretty much. We take a few months after the event to relax and recuperate, and then we're generally back on it by Thanksgiving time, planning for the following year.
Wow. And what do you have? You have something for every member of the family, just about.
You know, we like to talk about family-free fun and fireworks because it's definitely a family-oriented event. There's no alcohol, there's nothing like that. It's free. 99% of the activities that we have at National Night Out are free, and they've always been free. Unless you want to go to the food trucks and buy some food, but that's just totally up to you. We have some fantastic fun with interactive games. We have a whole children's area. We've got live music on 2 bands, and of course we end the evening with a beautiful fireworks display over the New River.
Jacksonville's music station is 95.5 and 1400 WAVQ. National Night Out in Jacksonville is this coming Tuesday. Let's talk about the public and the police and how they get to learn more about each other. Who wants to feel that between Vanessa, Teresa, and Beth?
I'll take it.
All right.
So National Night Out is a yearly event that we have that allows officers and community members to be in a fun, exciting, family fun environment. And it allows us to speak to people whenever they're not in a situation where they need the police. They just want to communicate with the police and talk to us. And it's a very fun, relaxing environment. The children are out there having fun, and it's a good way for us to see each other and talk about different things in the community when it's not stressful.
Yeah, it's good for the children to know that the police are there to help.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And it's good for the parents to have the children have that connection.
Absolutely. It's very important to teach children who they need to run to in the event that there is a need or an emergency, and that law enforcement and police officers in general are there to help. Not to mention, it is a great time for individuals to get the school supplies that they might be needing. We have a huge children's area. There's school supplies, there's a bike giveaway, there's all kinds of different information for resources for parents and children alike. A lot of the booths give out pamphlets and information and samples, so it's a good time for everybody.
National Night Out next Tuesday, but on Saturday it's Run with the Law.
Yes, it is.
You want to let us know more about that?
Sure. So Running with the Law is this Saturday at the Jacksonville Commons Rec Center. So the start time for the race is 7:30. If you haven't pre-registered, you can do that till tomorrow at noon. Or you can sign up the day of the event from 6 to 7. And that's just another opportunity for the community to meet with local law enforcement. We have 15 agencies that are going to be represented. Some of us run it in uniform. Some of us just run it it is a little crazy, I know, but it's hot, but it's a fun time as well. So you get to exercise and you get to run beside your local law enforcement.
Teresa and Vanessa, we're going to talk about the entertainment you guys have planned for National Night Out in Jacksonville next Tuesday.
Well, we're very excited to have a variety of entertainment that's just going to kind of reach across all of our different areas and folks and people. We've got 2 stages this year. Of course, we have the main railroad stage, which is right there at the opening to the park there, the historic train depot, and we have 2, we actually have 3 things going on at that time. We'll have our opening ceremony right at 5 o'clock, where we'll have our area dignitaries, the police chiefs from all of the different municipal governments and the base, and our area representatives, just to kick off our event and thank everybody. We'll open with a local singer with the national anthem, Mr. Marcus Covey, and then also we have a wonderful color guard from Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune coming out to join us to kick it off, and then we'll go right into National Night Out. At 5:30 we'll have the fantastic Onslow Winds with us, and that's just a great community band. They just really set off a a nice serene setting in there in the park, and they get things going for us. And they'll start at 5:30, and then at 7 o'clock we'll have the local favorite Freeway, and they're actually back for, I think this is their 4th or 5th year in a row with us. They're particularly dear to our hearts because their bass player is one of our very own. CSI Bill Wolfook, who they like to call Wolfie, is the bass player in Freeway, and they always do a phenomenal job for us at National Night Out. We are also very, very pleased to have a second stage, which is courtesy of the Catalyst Church folks. They set up a second stage more towards the other end of the park by the water end, and they have a lineup. They are jam-packed with local things going on, local groups. Vanessa can talk a little bit about, they're going to have some different competitions regarding police officers.
Sure. So at the main stage where Freeway and Onslow Winds is going to be, we're going to do a dance-off with some local officers. With DJ, who actually is a telecommunicator with our department. She does that on the side, so she's going to help us do the dance-off. And then down at the second stage, as Beth said, that Catalyst Church has, we're going to do a lip-sync challenge with officers. Hopefully we can get some firefighters and EMS involved as well.
Will you be participating?
More than likely. More than likely.
Vanessa was roped into our agency's lip sync battle. She
did a great job.
Officer
It was a
TJ
lot of
Sawyer
fun.
and Jessica, I'm sorry, and Vanessa, they just danced and sung their way all over different locations here in Jacksonville and put together a video with our very talented media services at the city, and it was so well received. It was really something that we kind of wanted to bring to National Night Out. And
You also have a bike giveaway?
we do. This is actually the very most popular event at National Night Out. Our community officers, which are the school resource officers, the community officers, our Great and Dare officers, and their boss, Sergeant Silence, have worked very hard to raise money from businesses in the community to purchase brand new bicycles. We get a nice deal with Walmart, and the bikes are assembled there, and they have over 80 bicycles to give away.
Wow.
And this is down in the area of the park that is where the tennis courts are. So if you are coming for the bike raffle, and we hope you are, please come early. It's a little bit crowded, and the event is overall crowded, so we do ask you to leave your puppy at home. It's not a great situation with that many people and that many feet walking around. So we
Not
ask,
in the car, leave them at home.
yeah, it's a good idea to leave your canine children at home. But when you come out for the bike raffle, you'll take a look at all the different bikes we have out there, and you'll see a bike will have a sign on it, and it will tell who donated that bike, what business donated that bike. If that's the bike that you want, that your child wants, you put your ticket in that can, they do the raffle, they pull it out, and your child has an opportunity to win a bike. And with that bike comes a helmet, and we also will register the bike. The community officers will register the bike with the police department on site right there. So it's kind of a one-stop shopping bike ride.
Let's talk about transportation to get downtown.
Absolutely. The Jacksonville Transit works with us to have air-conditioned, free transportation to folks who would like to come to National Night Out. And there are a number of places where you can go for the pickup and the drop-off. Of course, we could be picked up right in front of the train depot when you're trying to get back to your destination. The buses actually have a loop. So you'll see our A-frames out there of where the stops are. We have some at City Hall. We have one at the former Piggly Wiggly in New River. Several other stops right there in the neighborhood. And I would just tell you to check out the Jacksonville website, jacksonvillenc.gov, for those exact stops. It's a great idea to park and pick up air-conditioned ride. If you're a walker, everything is within walking distance. You can easily park up by our beautiful Center for Public Safety, which is at the corner of Court and Marine Boulevard. There's on-street parking and surrounding the event. The smaller roads directly around the event are closed. They close them at noontime, and they're open only for residents with passes. But we do encourage you to take the park and ride. It's nice air-conditioned comfort on sometimes the hottest day of the year.
What time does it start?
The transportation and all will start, I believe, at 4:30 or so. We can check the website for that. But we start with our opening ceremony at 5, and then the Onslow Winds will begin at 5:30.
And what time is the last shuttle?
The last shuttle, I think they'll go probably until right 9 o'clock. The fireworks are over.
It's a night for family entertainment. You have a children's area. What can they see in there?
We do, and we call it the children's area, but it's fun for all, no matter how old you are, how young you are at heart. We have tons of events down there. It's great fun. So some of the things that they have interactive games with kids, and we try to partner, our kids and our police officers to do several games. Parks and Recs give us a bunch of games. Catalyst Church, of course, has done a bunch of things down there. But two things I think you're going to be super excited about is the donut eating contest, which is delicious and awfully fun to watch. So we kind of pit some officers against some little kids. And it takes place at 6 o'clock, 6:15, and 6:30. And basically it's a contest to see who can eat the most donuts. So maybe not the most healthy of events, but certainly the most delicious and most fun to watch.
The Homer Simpson event.
It is the Homer Simpson event. It is. It's delicious and a good time for all. And the officers have a great deal of fun with it. So that is a good time. And then we have a lip sync event that happens down. Corporal Smith was talking about that earlier. We do have the dance off at the top stage, and we have the lip sync event at the bottom stage, and that is going to be a great time for everyone to watch. You might have been watching the lip sync trends that have kind of hit the internet, and we're going to have our very own down there. So please come down. Just because it's a children's area does not mean that you won't have fun down there. So take a good stroll down there. You should enjoy it.
And she volunteered to do the lip sync and the dancing.
Always volunteers before she's voluntold.
Is there anything else you want to mention before we wrap up?
We just want to send a message to the criminal element in our community that, this law enforcement agency, other law enforcement agencies, everything in public safety, we're organized, and we're not going to tolerate any criminal activity in our city and in our communities. So come on out, have a night against crime, have a night with your neighbors, enjoy some family-free, fun fireworks, and we can't wait to see you all.
And it starts at 5 o'clock downtown Jacksonville.
5 o'clock, we'll be there until around 9 o'clock.
And the Q will be broadcasting live from starting at 5 on Tuesday night.